Most money advice assumes you have room to breathe. It assumes you can save first, invest early, automate everything, and still have money left over at the end of the month. Just save 20% of your income, or build a 6-month emergency fund. If your rent alone takes up 50% of your income, and if you're choosing between fixing your car and buying groceries, you know these aren't discipline problems. These are math problems. When your income is low, that advice often feels frustrating. The person making $40,000 a year doesn't need the same advice as the person making $100,000. Different situations require different approaches. If most money advice has never worked for you, that doesn't mean you failed. It probably means the advice wasn't built for your reality. In this video, I want to talk about how to manage your money when your income is low, realistically with rules that actually work when there isn't much margin. Rule 1. Control comes before savings. A lot of financial advice starts with percentages. Save 20%. Pay yourself a certain percentage. That sounds good, but it only works if there's something left after all the needs are paid for and assuming you're not in any debt. Think about the last time you looked at your bank account and felt anxious. That feeling, that's what happens when you don't have control. When your income is low, the first goal isn't saving, it's control. Because if you don't have control, every unexpected expense turns into panic. When your tire blows out and you have no emergency fund, you put it on a credit card. Then you're paying interest on top of the original cost. But when you know exactly what's coming in and what's going out, you can plan better. Before you can grow your money, you have to stop it from leaking. Most people aren't losing money because they're being reckless. They're losing it because they genuinely don't know where it's going. Start simple. For 1 week, write down every single thing you spend money on. Don't try to change anything yet. Just observe. When you actually see where your money goes, patterns emerge. You realize you're spending $40 a week on lunch when you thought it was $20. Rule 2. Budget for survival, not perfection. A lot of budgeting systems are built for people who already have breathing room, multiple accounts, detailed categories, perfect allocation. And if you're barely making ends meet, this advice is exhausting. Here's the truth. When income is low, complex systems work against you. You already spend a lot of mental energy just getting through the day. So instead of trying to build a perfect budget, budget for survival first. What does that mean practically? You don't need 10 categories. You need 3, maybe 4 simple ones that can survive stress. Category 1, what keeps you housed? Rent or mortgage. Basic utilities. Category 2, what keeps you functioning? Food. Transportation to work. Medical care if you need it. Category 3, what prevents things from getting worse? Minimum debt payments so you don't get hit with fees. That's it. Start there. When you're building from a tight financial position, you need a foundation that's so simple you can follow it even on your worst day. A simple system that you actually use will always beat a perfect system you abandon after 2 weeks. Rule 3. Low-income budgeting is about time, not just money. This is something most advice ignores. When money is low, time becomes expensive. You spend more time solving problems, waiting, fixing things, commuting, juggling bills, and making impossible trade-offs. The goal isn't to track every dollar forever. The goal is to reduce friction, fewer decisions. Don't create a system where you have to decide 17 different things every time you get paid. Create simple rules like rent comes out first, then groceries, then everything else. Fewer transfers. Moving money between 5 different accounts might work for someone with breathing room. But if you're living tight, every transfer adds friction. Fewer rules to remember. Your budget should be simple enough that you can explain it to someone in 2 minutes. Your budget needs to survive your worst moments, not just your best ones. Rule 4. Stop aiming for big numbers. A lot of the advice promises big outcomes. Save $500 a month. Build $10,000 in a year. Never go broke again. But if you're making minimum wage or close to it, you hear that and think, how? When income is low, aiming too high too early makes you feel like you're failing, even when you're doing your best. You save $20 1 month and feel like it doesn't matter because the goal was $500. So you get discouraged and give up. But here's what nobody tells you. $20 matter. It's the difference between having gas to get to work and not having gas. It's the difference between paying a late fee and avoiding it. So instead of chasing big numbers, focus on small, repeatable wins. Maybe it's building a $50 buffer in your checking account so you stop overdrafting. Maybe it's paying 1 bill without stress because you planned for it ahead of time. Maybe it's avoiding 1 overdraft fee this month when you usually hit 2 or 3. You'd rather consistently save $10 a month for a year than aim for $500, fail, get discouraged, and save nothing. The person who saves $10 a month is building a habit. They're proving to themselves that they can do this. And eventually, that 10 becomes 20, then 50, then more. Rule 5. Manage cash flow, not just expenses. Most budgeting advice focuses on cost cutting. And yes, reducing expenses matters, but on a low income, the bigger issue is often timing. You get paid on the first of the month, your rent is due on the third, your car insurance is due on the fifth, your phone bill is due on the 10th. But then your next paycheck doesn't come until the 15th, and by then, other bills are due and you don't have the money. This is a cash flow issue, not a spending one. You might have enough money total over the month to cover everything, but the timing is wrong. And when the timing is wrong, you end up paying late fees, overdraft fees, or putting things on credit cards you can't pay off. Managing money on a low income isn't just about how much you spend, it's about when money moves. So, what can you do about this? Map out when everything is due. Write down every bill and its due date. Then look at when your paychecks come in. Try to align your bills with your income. Some companies will let you change your due date if you call and ask. If you can, keep even a small amount extra in your account. Use it to smooth things out. $50 might be enough to prevent the timing issues from turning into overdraft fees. This system won't make you rich overnight, but it can give you a sense of control over your finances and help you budget in a way that actually fits your reality. You can't build wealth without stability, and you can't build stability without control.